They go to credit cards, and then they literally get 7 credit cards. And I know a guy started his business 20 years ago with 7 credit cards that he ran up to 120 G's to get his business started. And that 119% interest, 19.9% interest he carried for 2.5 years before he paid it back. Now, everybody will say you're crazy. Well, I don't know. Let's talk about it. He sold that business for, he netted $8 million on the real estate, and he netted $4 million on the business. He ran it for 18 years. He took the $8 million. He 4X'd that money, meaning that he was able to ratchet that money up, and he bought 108 apartments, brand new apartments that are throwing off about $500K, and he's still got the $4 million sitting on the sidelines, which he put into the market. He put in the market. This has been 6, 7, 8 years ago. So we had huge. It's gotten crushed here lately if he left it in there. But you can see that he got that. He bought a business that was going bankrupt. It was a food business. He believed he could do better with it. He got the owners to. There's another perfect example. He got the owners to carry the contract. He believed he could run it better than them. And then to finance the operations, he ran credit cards up to 120 grand that he took more than 2 years to pay back at 20% interest. But he made millions. Is that a good return?
Hell yeah.
Right. So many times we get told by all the experts, right, that have all the money and are able to do these things right off of the top without having to think about it, who have removed themselves so far from the true in the trenches entrepreneur, that they are giving out advice that is just not the way that the world works. Entrepreneurship and buying a business is a risky move. And it has to be done without fear, without trepidation. It has to be jumped into with both feet. And you have to know you're going to win going into it. And you got to be ready for the worst and work for the best. But the worst can't take you out. You cannot let it take you out. You can't be scared of it. But if you're willing to do that and you're willing to hear no's, as I've said, I just gave you 2 examples of deals that are done with no money, one of which made me $2 million, the other which made this dude super rich. And now, again, he doesn't have to work, and every month or every year, $500,000 worth of checks show up, and he's got appreciation that's, I don't know, apartments, probably 3.5%, maybe 3% a year, and everybody needs apartments. So, but 18 years in business to get it to that point, and 120 G's over 2 years at 20% interest. That's what it takes to get into business. So you didn't think about that, did you? I can get 7 credit cards. Yeah, they'll give you credit cards today, right? If you got any kind of credit, they'll give you credit cards. So
all day long.
Can you get $40,000 worth of credit cards? Can you get $20,000 worth of credit cards? I know dudes that's the most extreme case, though. I did it myself. I ran a American Express card up to $75K to make payroll. So I did it myself. I drew cash off of that credit card.
Wow.
Which is even more expensive, 24% if memory serves me. I pulled cash off that credit card, 24.99% if I'm right. $75K to make a payroll. And I saw the payroll coming, and I knew I didn't have the money for it, but I had enough credit to go out there, and in came my American Express, big, brand new, fat, loaded, $75,000. Actually, I think it was about 65 grand, but American Express will typically cover it, right? It's the nature of how American Express works, and if you know that, you can exploit that. And that's what I used to make a payroll. So I know I beat the hell out of this subject, but I just can't talk about this enough, about the opportunities that are going to be there. If you're an existing business owner, get ready. If you think you should move up, George, the guy working on performance packages for the Corvette, is moving into a bigger facility. Perfect. He's going to take some of this money that's been made available during the stimulus, and he's going to bet on himself, and he's going to bet that he can win, and he's going to move into a bigger location. He's going to have more opportunities. He's going to have more tools. He's going to have more, what did he say? More piece of machinery. I don't remember exactly what it was.
He's getting a dyno machine.
Yeah, that's going to be able to earn him more money, and he's going to risk it, and he's going to throw it all on the line, and he's going to believe that he's going to come out on top. So if you're an existing business owner, I'm telling you, it's what I'm going to be doing. So in my $500 million worth of experience, selling pretty much everything under the sun. I'm going to be looking for opportunities. Doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily find any, but I'm certainly going to be looking for them. So with that said, I went on way too long on that, but I'm really passionate, and that's going to be my mantra here for the next few weeks and months as this goes on. And remember, if you have ideas or you see an opportunity, call me. You're more than welcome to reach out to me. Guys here will say, and they'll tell you that I'll arrange a phone call with you. I'll give you a half an hour. I'm happy to tell you what I think. I don't have all the answers and I don't know all the questions, but I certainly know enough to probably be dangerous and to direct you in the right way. And I love doing that. So don't hesitate to do that if you want to as you're going through this process.